Welcome back, everybody. I've got a brand new cleaning video for you. We're going to start in everyone's favourite room in the house, Alyssa's room. She cleaned her car out the other week, and for some reason, the entire contents of her car made it up to her bedroom. Don't quite know why. Still, it did. And now I get to deal with it. To be fair, I've said it many a time in the videos, I don't have to deal with it. I could choose to leave it like this and leave her climbing over mountains of stuff. But, I hate knowing it's there. It makes me itch knowing it's there. I hate it. And I can't stand knowing that she's climbing over all this stuff to get in and out. If she just put the stuff away. Wow, words are difficult today. It's very early in the morning while I'm filming this. If she just put the stuff away, it wouldn't be so much of a problem. But like everybody in this house, including me, we don't put stuff away. We get stuff out, we use stuff, we buy stuff and bring stuff home. And that's about as far as it gets. We do not put stuff away, we do not tidy up and organise after ourselves. We just don't. And I don't know why. Everyone keeps saying you should just clean as you go, clean as you go, clean as you go. Keeps the mess down, makes it easy, makes life easy. Yeah, I think that's great when you're one of those people that can. We're not one of those people. We're not four of those people. We do not clean as we go. We do not put stuff away. We do not tidy up after ourselves. It's all or nothing in this house, and it tends to be much more nothing. I have been a tad more productive ever since I blocked those social media apps from my phone. I no longer spend hours in bed scrolling every morning. I no longer come home from places and sit scrolling on my phone. I do have Amazon still on my phone. When I clean, I like to have something to listen to. I hate not having anything to listen to, and I haven't hooked up those apps those devices that we have in our homes that you can request to play music. You know the ones I mean. I'm not going to say them because otherwise you're going to be sitting at home listening to this video and suddenly that particular device in the corner of your room is going to go bong and start playing them randomest things. But I have got some and I must get them hooked up. I need one upstairs and one downstairs because then I could just play music through the house. I said this in my last video, didn't I? Oh dear, I'm repeating myself now. Oh dear. Well, yeah, if I put it on in the house, then I'm going to get complaints from people who are trying to watch their shows and do their own thing. Oh, I can't hear my friends because you're blasting out, I don't know, Take That or Boyzone or whoever, So yeah, I'm going to have to stick with the headphones. I've actually got 3 sets of wireless headphones. And they never hold charge. I think in at least one of the sets, and I never know which one of the earphones doesn't actually work. So I can only listen through one earphone. This is why I've got the corded ones on. But the corded ones, oh my goodness, are so annoying. If you are of the generation that lived with cordless headphones, you know the infuriation of having corded headphones. They constantly will catch on your clothing, on things you walk past, just on you, genuinely. I don't know how they do it, but they just catch on you, not even on your clothes or on things you walk, just literally on you, in your hair, on your necklace. They just catch on things and then they pull out your ear and you're like, oh, so irritated. Oh, this card, so sweet. Alyssa's Valentine's Day card for Ben. It was really cute, so I've kept it for her. I'm guessing Ben's not sentimental, given it's still in Alyssa's room and it was a Valentine's Day card for Ben. But hey, I guess he's of the man type that's not sentimental. Seems to be quite a few of those these days. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that some men are sentimental, but clearly Ben's not really one of them. Once again, I appear to have taught my child very badly. I seem to be a very, very bad role model, given how my daughter is, I don't know, taking care of herself and things around her. By her bedside is food, drinks, and the things like she does the most, so like her colouring in books. But they're all literally by the side of her bed, so she doesn't have to move to get food. And it's not healthy food either. There's no like apple there. It's all junky type food. And honestly, you look by the side of my bed. You go back through most of my videos and you'll find there's junk by the side of the bed. Always is. You know, I watch these videos back and it kind of makes me think, actually, how much of our life is choice and how much of our lives are not choice. You know, a lot of us, our brain chemistries are made up certain ways. There's all sorts of things going on. And there's physical health problems as well as mental health problems. And how much of what we do is choice? I was having a really interesting discussion with someone the other day about this. Now, I kind of have a problem with food, and I have an addictive personality. I always have done. And I kind of started out thinking it's choice because I've quit smoking, I've quit drinking, and both of those were my choice. I made the decision to stop. I went and found the right help in the right places to stop, and I stopped. And therefore, it's a choice. You know, I chose to not do it anymore, and I stopped. But when it comes to food, I'm not so sure it is a choice, because maybe those were just minor habits that were easier to give up, rather than at the level food is to me, because food is something I turn to in almost every emotional circumstance. I'm happy, let's celebrate with something to eat. I'm sad, comfort myself with something to eat. I'm angry, definitely feed me if I'm angry. But honestly, I have a problem with food. I can't just have, something. I can't just think, oh, I'm hungry, I need something to eat. Okay, let me just, I don't know, get a sandwich, or let me just get a chocolate bar. Because let's face it, a chocolate bar just hits different when you're hungry. I can't just do that. I can't. I lose all sense of time, space. I lose all sense of control over myself. I lose the ability to just go, okay, I'll have one, thank you very much. I've tried to work on it many times, and I'm still overweight, grossly overweight, I might add. I mean, on the BMI height weight chart thing, I am double the size I should be. And I need to get a grip of it. But every time I think, okay, I'll ring the doctors, I'll get a referral, I'll try and get some help, I don't do it. And it's not like it's a choice. It's like my body is on autopilot. Before I know what I've done, I've gone and brought the goodies. I've sat in bed and snarfed down a family pack of goodness knows what else. You know, something that was supposed to supply snacks for a month or feed a family of 4, I've eaten in 10 minutes by myself. If somebody offers me food, I don't refuse it. I will take it. I will eat it. And unashamedly eat the biggest piece too. You know, whenever people are passing around something and there's one piece that's slightly bigger than all the other pieces and everyone politely declines to take that big piece because they don't want to look greedy. I don't care. I unashamedly will take the biggest piece and just hom it down. Is there help out there available for me? Probably. Do I go and get that help? No. And I still don't know if it's choice or not. And actually, like I say, I was having a discussion with I think a gentleman. I don't know. It was very unclear, male or female, by the name and by the picture on the social media account. He was, I say he, again, I don't know. That's better. They were very persuasive on that it's not a choice. Like, they were saying how you can have all the treatments, you can take the medications, but sometimes they just don't work. So you self-medicate, and then you have to keep self-medicating because it's the only thing that works for you. And is it really a big difference between getting a medication from the doctor that you have to take for the rest of your life because you've got this physical or mental problem? And is there a difference between that and self-medicating using, I don't know, food or something like that? And it just got me thinking, is it choice or is it not choice? And then I was watching something the other day, and one of the characters said, it was Ben from Outnumbered, he was saying if half of what we are is our genetics and the other half of what we are is our environment, are we ever truly responsible for what we do? Because our genetics come from our parents and our environment comes from our parents. Alyssa has got this mess in her room because both myself and Dell have shown her that this is acceptable, and through our genetics have taught her this is acceptable. I mean, I know of at least one kind of hoarder on Dell's side of his family, and I know like there's the neuro spicy stuff on my side of the family, and yeah, maybe I've certainly taught her this, and so's Dell. You know, so are her genetics and her environment making her like this? Have me and Dell, between us, taught her to be like this? Of course we have. But then, she is an adult now and she should be learning that actually I can change things. I don't have to be like my parents. I can be different. But it's so hard to break the programming that you've grown up with. So she's grown up knowing this is acceptable. This is okay. Having all that food by the side of your bed because food makes you happy and food makes you better is me. Collecting all this stuff because it has like memories attached to it, that's more Dell. Collecting all the little toys and all that, that's Dell. Holding on to absolutely everything is Dell. So yeah, we've taught her this, and I don't know, not maybe, definitely, I have to work on myself and show her that there is a better way. There's a different way. We can be clean and tidy, and I have to work on myself to help her see the different way of being. And that's going to be a very, very complicated process, I think, because I've tried to work on myself for many a year. All right, probably not as hard as I realistically should have done. I mean, let's face it, half-heartedly trying is not really trying, is it? And I do feel like most of the time, as soon as I feel slightly uncomfortable doing something, I stop. My personality, my lifestyle, the way I am, the way I'm wired, is all for comfort, built for comfort. I don't like resistance, and I just, if I'm slightly out of breath, that's it, I'm stopping. My back hurts, that's it, I'm done for the day. If it's slightly annoying, I'm stopping, I'm done. So I need to show her that there's a different way of being, really. I guess changes have to start somewhere, and I'm guessing they're going to have to start with me. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only person that can change my behaviour, and Alyssa's the only person that can change hers. And the same for anybody in life. You're the only person that can make that change. Yep, you can get help, of course you can. And yeah, you can look to role models, and there's all sorts of help and all sorts of ways of getting help and all sorts of ways of doing things. But at the end of the day, the only person that can ever make a change is you. That's it. There's no one coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And if you want the people around you to save themselves, you kind of have to be a role model for them too. It's easier to change when the people around you are different. If you're the sort of person that wants to get healthy, you need the people around you to be healthy people. If you're the sort of person that wants to go for daily hikes and be out in the countryside and outside all the time, you're not going to be that successful at that if everybody around you is the insidey type person. So you have to surround yourself by the people who you want to be like. And I think as well, you have to kind of be a leader. If the people around you are very malleable, which in some instances my lot are. I mean, as soon as I start cleaning, redecorating, they all of a sudden all want to be involved, and they all of a sudden all want to start cleaning and redecorating. It's fantastic, but sometimes I just want to clean on my own, and the minute I start cleaning, they all want to help, and it's like, really appreciate it, but right now I just need to clean because I'm upset, angry, whatever. But yeah, sometimes if the people around you are malleable, you have to be the leader. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do in this case. I'm going to have to be the leader. I'm going to have to show the ways. I'm going to have to be very dominant, maybe, forceful. I'm going to have to be in charge. I'm going to have to take charge. I'm going to have to be very leadery and just make these changes because we need them. I don't want it to have to be me. I don't want to have to be the one that's constantly in charge of everything, making sure everything runs smoothly and all that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to be because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be like waking up in the morning and thinking, what food can I eat? Where's my nearest snack? And that I do. I genuinely, I've got them right by my bed. As soon as my eyes open, it's like, what food can I eat? I don't go outside. I hate going outside. I mean, there's people out there and that's a different story. But I want to be different. And unless I take charge of my life, I'm not going to be different. And that's very, very sad. But I'll get there. I hope I'll get there. I think 2025 is going to be a lot of hard work, a lot of determination, and hopefully I'll make some changes, although I do suspect I'll get to 2026. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Literally just lost my voice. That was really strange. Yeah, as I was saying, I probably will get to 2026 and will not have made any changes at all. God, this is weird. I was fine. Oh, you heard. I've been doing this voiceover like continually. And I've been fine up until now, and then all of a sudden my throat went bone dry. And now I feel like I've got like hay fever or cold or something. It's like, ugh. I don't know what's going on. Okay, for you there is no change. It's literally sounds like one long conversation. For me, I've changed position. I have had a cup of coffee, well, a small mouthful of coffee, and feel much better. So clearly it was just laying on my side filming this voiceover that just set me off. I don't know what that was all about, but hey, normal service has been resumed. For now, I mean, let's face it, my mind and body betray me at pretty much every given angle. I don't know why it hates me, but it clearly does. So we could lose voice again. We could suddenly be bunged up and eyes streaming like, we're suffering from hay fever and we've just sniffed a daffodil or something. So we'll keep going. We'll keep plodding along for now like we do. Keep plugging away, as they say. Now, I did clean Craig's room. It was the very first room I started on. And then I realised, actually, I still can't do that, can I? Because you haven't seen his makeover video. That is coming, I promise you. That will be released on Tuesday. So this video is going up on the Friday, and then Tuesday, Craig's video will be released, and then you can start seeing Craig's room on the full house cleans as well. So that will be a plus for you. Nice little extra video going in. And then I'm starting on the hallway. I've seen some amazing videos. I say videos, they've been more like photos, but I have seen some amazing videos too on the old TikTok app of people doing their hallways. Now, everyone's going for panelling and that little carpet runner up the middle. It's all Egyptian cotton and white walls. Now, I brought some Egyptian cotton testers and I painted my walls with these Egyptian cotton testers. And when I tell you, it did not look like the video. I am not lying. In the video, the Egyptian cotton kind of looks like a really light, milky coffee type colour. Like maybe a cafe latte or that, it's a really light sort of coffee colour. And that ain't what it came out in my hallway like. It came out in my hallway like a paley grey whitey colour. It looked atrocious. So I've gone with a different colour option. And then when I got that paint home, I was all proud and I showed my sister. And then I realised, actually, it's the exact same colour my sister's doing her house in now. She says she doesn't mind and that she's not going to gatekeep a colour and that sort of thing. I can have whatever colour hallway I like as long as I like it. But now I know that I'm copying my sister. I'm kind of like, oh, I really don't want to do it. But that's the ironic thing. I'm happy to copy a complete stranger and have the same hallway that now the entire world is going to have throughout this part of 2020s, you know? It's going to be like the 2020s. In 2020, everybody had this colour hallway. And I'm like, I don't want that. But I'm happy to copy strangers and have that, so I do want that. But I'm not happy to copy my sister because she did it first. So we're sticking with the green. I'm going to see what it looks like. And if it looks good, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, then I'm going to go back and buy a different colour. It's no big deal. But yeah, I want the world to be aware that my sister did this colour combination first. And then, hopefully in April, spring starts. And you know what that means. There's going to be some spring cleaning videos, some nice deep cleaning videos. I hope. I have been trying to do some deep cleaning content. And it's not really, I don't know. At the moment, things they're not seem to be hitting right, you know? Like, I want to do this cleaning content. I want to do deep cleans, but it's just like, meh, I don't want to. But again, maybe, you know, you have to make changes in your life. Maybe just because I don't want to. Perhaps that's the best time for me to get off my sorry little tuchus and actually get moving and get these deep cleans done for you guys. Because you like watching the videos. I like making the videos. So there's no reason for me not to get up and do them, apart from the fact that I'm bone idle. I am. I know I am. I'll leave everything to the last minute. Everything to the last minute. Like this clean, right? I know Fridays at 11, my full house clean videos come out. Regular as clockwork, or they're supposed to come out regular as clockwork. I've had a week off of work. I've had an entire week to do this full house clean. Have I done it? No. Do you want to know when I did it? Thursday. This is being filmed on Thursday. The voiceover is being filmed at about 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday. The kitchen part of this full house clean that you can see at the end was literally filmed at about 6 o'clock on Friday morning. So literally a few hours before this video is due to go up, I'm doing the work to put into this video. Because I spent all week not filming this video when I could have done, should have done. And now I'm kicking myself because I decided not to. There were other things to do. And genuinely, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. I've done a few things. I know I've done that. I haven't just festered on the sofa my entire annual leave. But I haven't done a full house clean for you guys that I should have done. I have done some other videos for you though. So I've prioritised other videos over the full house clean. When, to be honest, I can get the house clean in a day. Just whoosh through, done. And I chose not to. The laundry situation hasn't helped though. I mean, here you're going to see the mountains of laundry. The tumble dryer's broken. And I have to try and get as much done on the line and on all the radiators. So every time I get through a chunk of laundry, there's more waiting for me because it's taking so long to work through the system that there is just laundry everywhere. My home looks like a jumble sale. So I think a lot of it's that because I can't complete the laundry, and even when I do clean the house, it still looks like a jumble sale. It looks awful. But what can I do? The tumble dryer's broken, and until Currys decide to actually come out and fix it, I'm stuffed. I can't do a lot about it. They still are waiting for a part, apparently. But again, I'm puzzled by that. They haven't come out to look at the machine. So how do they know what parts they need to order? Just because the system suggested that it might be this or it might be that, order these parts just in case. They could have come out a week ago, looked at it and gone, oh, it's a loose wire, love. If I just plug that back in, your tumble dryer will work again. But no, they have to wait for these parts. I don't understand. If you need every single part to go to a job, just have every single part in a warehouse somewhere. I don't get it. They also don't seem to keep you that updated, to be fair. I rang them. Well, that was a whole rigmarole. They have an online service. So I thought, oh, brilliant. I don't actually have to speak to anyone. I like that option. So I went online, contact the repairs team. That's what it said online. So I did that. And the nice, friendly person on there said, I can definitely help you with that. Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Because at the time I was suffering really badly with that cold. I was deaf, like almost completely deaf in both ears. So I didn't want to ring anybody because I couldn't hear them. So I was like, that's fantastic, brilliant, thank you so much. And she's like, okay, so what's the problem? So I tell her what the problem is. Oh, yeah, you'll need to ring the repairs team. I'm like, I can't ring the repairs team. I'm deaf. I can't hear. And she's like, oh, would you like me to make a note of that on our system? And I'm like, no, not really, because I'm not an actual deaf person. I don't have a hearing disability. I'm not a deaf person. I am just currently deaf because I have a cold. Oh, okay. Well, I've made a note on the system that you're hearing impaired. I don't need a note on the system that I'm hearing impaired. It's only a temporary thing. I just need to speak to you on the messaging service because temporarily I can't hear. She didn't seem to get that. So we moved on. So now apparently there is a note on the system for them that I am deaf. I'm not. So we moved on and she was like, okay, so what's the problem? I tell her what the problem is. You'll need to ring the repairs team. I can't do that. Eventually I gave up. She's like, is there anything else I can help you with? I was like, you haven't helped me with anything anyway, love. So, okay, I'll ring the repairs team. So I put them on speakerphone as loud as I possibly could. And I rang the repairs team. Excellent. Go through all the rigmarole. Yeah, we'll book you in for this date and time. Now, the system's telling us that it could be one of three faults. We might need to order parts for that. If we do, we'll contact you, but we'll book you in for the 28th or whenever it was. Okay, fabulous. And this is like the 28th of last month. So I was like, okay, fabulous, that works. Booked us in and off we go. Or so I thought. I hung up the phone, made a note on the calendar. Brilliant. I get a text. We don't have the part available for your repair. So we're going to order that and we'll let you know when it's come in and we'll book you in for a repair. I was like, but you've booked me in for a repair. We're going to have to cancel that repair date. We'll let you know when we've got the part in. I get a text a week later. We still don't have your part in. I'm like, I'm sorry, where are you ordering this part from? Does it have to be specially made? I mean, this isn't a special tumble dryer that was custom built for us. It was just a generic cheap tumble... Well, no, it wasn't even that cheap. But a generic tumble dryer that you can buy from pretty much anywhere. What? And like I said earlier, what makes me even more annoyed is that they haven't even come out to look at it. So the system said it could be one of three things. The system is often wrong. I mean, if I go online and I'm like, I have a headache, what could it be? We all know that it's going to list everything from you're slightly dehydrated to plan your funeral, you've not got long left, love. So the system could be wrong. Unless someone actually comes out and looks at the machine, they don't know what's wrong with it. Now, what they should have done, and what I would have thought was more appropriate, given that I'm paying for a service that I'm not receiving, or I don't think I'm receiving that well, what they should have done is send someone out, have a look at the machine, go, we need that part. Because they could well have already had that part. They've only needed to order one part for one of the three problems they think it is. So they could have come out, they could have gone, it's this part. We have that part. Book me in to have that part fitted and bada bing, bada boom, I've got a working tumble dryer. Because let's face it, I live in the UK. We're not notorious here for having beautiful, beautiful days when I can get my laundry dry. And we're still, we're in the latter parts of winter now, beginning into spring. So it's still blooming chilly out there. I put my stuff on the line even when it is sunny and it's not drying. I need a dryer for days I can't get stuff done. Plus, I am not wearing I have to now, but I hate wearing line-dried jeans. Line-dried joggers just feel so itchy and scratchy. I don't wear joggers anyway because they give me the heebies. But line-dried joggers just feel so itchy and scratchy. And line-dried towels, I'm sorry, I've tried washing my towels with all sorts of fabric softeners. I've tried the vinegar trick because apparently if you put a capful of vinegar in with your towels, when you put them on the line, they dry soft as angels' wings. No, I'm sorry, mine's still dry like cardboard. Itchy, scratchy cardboard. For those of you that, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, do you remember the blankets you used to get when you were poorly, when you were off school for the day? The itchy, scratchy wool blanket. Ours was blue, I remember it. Oh, the trauma. It was horrendous, it really was. Itchy, scratchy blue wool blanket. It felt like you were sleeping under loft insulation. It was horrendously scratchy and yuck. Yeah, see, that's why we never had days off school when we were younger. You got the horrible wool blanket. But that's what they remind me of. I hate line-dry towels, line-dry jeans and line-dry joggers. I hate them. Absolutely detest them. The only thing I'll put on the line is like cotton stuff, light, fluffy, airy cotton stuff that doesn't dry stiff as a board. And like I say, I've tried everything to get my laundry to go nice and soft on the line. It just doesn't work. It's fine, I'm just ratty at the moment. Ignore me. Ignore me. Everything seems to be a bit ratty at the moment, probably because nothing seems to be working the way I want it. Although, I did finally find my foundation. I have been struggling with foundation for months and months. I used to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation, shade 110 with cool undertones. And it was perfect. Perfect. This foundation is gorgeous for me. It works so well. It covers up all my red. It covers up my pores. It blends in perfectly well. It doesn't leave me looking cakey or orangey or any of that jazz. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love it. But then I stopped being able to find it. And someone was like, oh, it's been discontinued. And I cried. I spent a fortune trying to find the foundation that wouldn't oxidise on my skin, wouldn't go orange, and wouldn't make me look 100 and cake and getting all my little wrinkles, my little crow's feet. And I've spent loads on foundation. And then I went on Amazon and I found it. I found my foundation. I was so happy. I was like, I could start. I'm honestly thinking on buying about 8 bottles. And then I've just got it. But I know as I get older, I might need to change my foundation again. But I don't know. I just want to buy loads in case it runs out again. But for now, I have a brand new bottle of it. And I'm so, so happy I can start wearing makeup to work again. I hated that. Where I work, I'm on camera quite a bit as well. And I liked having that foundation. I liked having my makeup done before I went to work every day. Did my hair every day. And then that foundation ran out. And it was like, oh, no, I have to go to work looking like me. And I don't like going to work looking like me. Although like I say, when I ran out the foundation, I had to. And now I've kind of got used to going to work looking like me. But I still feel really uncomfortable. At work, I tend to have a work persona. And now the line is blurring between home life and work life. And my work persona has had to be put on the back burner for a little while. And it kind of feels really weird. But now it can come back because I got my... There it goes again. Voice just disappearing. What is happening? I have no idea. Maybe it's the work persona catching up to my house life. I have no idea. But yeah, now I've got that foundation back, I can absolutely start feeling more like myself again. I never thought I'd be the sort of person that had to have like a bit of makeup on to feel like normal and human and okay with themselves. Maybe it's just as I'm aging, I feel slightly, I don't know, more self-conscious. I don't know. I am changing though, which is weird. I don't want to change. I want to go back to who I was when I was younger. I'm sick of changing into this different person. I've been like 3 different people in my life. I was me when I was younger. And when I was younger, I was fearless. I was determined. If someone said I couldn't do something, you just watch me. You watch me figure it out. Oh, Raquel, you'll never be able to speak Mandarin. Yeah, won't I? Okay, cool. And I'll be fluent in about 3 weeks because I would just spend all day, every day learning Mandarin. Now I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll never be able to speak Mandarin, and I just wouldn't even try. And then there was the middle-aged me about the time I was having children. Of course, that wasn't actually middle age. I was 20 when I had Alyssa, 21 when I had Alyssa. So I wasn't actually middle-aged, but the middle version of me as my life has been so far. The middle version of me was just like, okay, I want to do this, so I'm going to really work hard and do it and get it done. And now there is the now version of me who, yeah, if I have to, I will. And literally only if I have to. If I don't have to, please don't tell me I need to, because I just can't be bothered to get it done. I'm tired, very, very tired. And in all honesty, I'd like to say, it'll be okay. I'll get there. I'll get back on track. But I seem to be changing more into this permanently exhausted pigeon. I don't get it. Like, we did that video, that throwback video, and the difference in my cleaning, the difference in the way I feel about myself. I'm bigger, I think, although I don't weigh anymore, but I do seem bigger in myself. I don't know, it feels like I've given up in some ways. I mean, mentally, please don't start panicking about me. I'm fine at the moment mentally. But it does feel kind of like I've given up. Maybe I just need to look deeper into myself and find who I was and why mentally I've just checked out. I can't be bothered. I'm not sad, I'm not angry, I'm not upset. It kind of feels pointless. Like, what is the point doing all this? Like this laundry, right? I'm going to fold it all. I'm going to iron it all. I'm going to make sure everything's right where it needs to be. And then I'll wake up tomorrow and there'll just be another new mess to get through. What is the point? What is the point? I kind of feel like that with everything at the moment. Like, what is the point in it? Oh, lose weight. You'll feel great. You'll be healthy. Yeah, but one day I won't be. One day I'm going to be too old to do anything. And what's the point? Well, because you'll have enjoyed life now. Yeah, but I won't know, will I? Because I'll be eating nothing but salad leaves and running on a treadmill to try and lose the weight. That doesn't seem to make me happy. So I just don't know. Right now I'm in a very much what's the point kind of mentality. But in all honesty, that will change. Blink and you'll miss it. I change my mind and my opinions quite quickly. So it could be by tomorrow I'll be like, yeah, no, cool. This is the point and I want it done. But yeah, for now, let's just do the ironing and stop complaining. This took me over 2 hours, I think. The battery died on my phone, so we're just going to skip to the next morning. And like I said, this is 6 a.m. the next morning. Kitchen looks abysmal, but we're going to crack for it because this is the last room of the house to get done. It didn't take me that long, and then I moved on to the voiceover. Give the sides a quick spray and a wipe down, make sure they're nice and clean. I actually feel a bit guilty by cleaning the kitchen this early in the morning. It's Dell's birthday today. So happy birthday to my baby. It's a big birthday. It's a milestone birthday for him this year. But he doesn't really do friends per se. So there's no one to really invite to like a massive birthday party for him. So we're just going to have a nice quiet one at home. Hopefully we'll either do some sort of meal or a birthday tea later for him. We always have a birthday tea here. Everyone gets birthday tea. No matter how old you get a birthday tea. Nice bit of cake. And he's got a game coming for his little present later. So, yeah, he'll have a good birthday. But happy birthday to my baby. I am sorry I did the cleaning this morning and had to do the voiceover for the video. But you know what? We all have to work on our birthdays sometimes. And sometimes your partner has to work on your birthday too. But I really do hope he enjoys his day. And I'm just going to get through the last day's washing up. And then I can go spend the day with him. Do whatever it is he wants to do for the day. Probably he just wants to watch stuff on his phone. That's all he ever seems to do. Plays Xbox. He likes doing that. And we'll see how the day goes. But yeah, we'll have a little birthday tea for him. I'll take some pictures for you guys. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.